Hello and welcome back to Tinker Talks Guns. They say you should never bring a knife to a gunfight. The Huntsman says, why choose? Yes, this is a knife that is also a gun. These were produced by U.S. Small Arms between 1917 and 1930, and following the National Firearms Act of 1934, these would have been considered an AOW, or any other weapon. They were in fact outlawed in a lot of states because you could buy them for the princely sum of $5 out of a magazine ad. And some of the ads where they were advertised were children's magazines, specifically boys' magazines. And predictable results followed. Now, I was unable to document any homicides or accidental shooting or accidental killings with these. But it's really not at all a good idea. It does have a blade. Now, typically these have a clip point blade. This one has a spear point blade. And I don't know if it's original, but it's been there for a hell of a long time because the patination is quite serious. So maybe this was a variation, maybe it was a replacement, who knows? This is all very small, so we're going to go to the tabletop. But first I'd like to shout out to my supporters on Patreon. All of this costs money, ammunition, guns, various other sundries, and your contributions help more than you know. I'd also like to help channel benefactors like Green City Shooting Center, Pinto's Guns in Renton, Washington, and the many fine people whose names I don't have permission to use who have assisted with donations of parts, ammunition, allowing me to show you their guns like this one that I do not own. So, let's go to the tabletop. So, the Huntsman, which is very proud of the fact that it's patented, from its own manufacturer, naturally it has no serial numbers, but it in fact has no identifying marks of any kind. And there are not missing scales. This is how they were sold. It's 4 inches long, a little over 1 inch tall, and a 1/2 inch thick. The blade is a style of slip joint, entirely conventional. Now, the gun part is where things get a little weird. Right under the patented is the breech, and you pry it open with a fingernail. That's my snap cap. It's actually a drywall screw base, but it works. And you load it, close it, and then you activate the trigger. Now, I'm actually not going to fire this because it's not mine, it's valuable, and I don't want to damage it. And 22s of this vintage, I've seen a fair few of them damaged by shooting modern ammunition. So you close the breech. The breech is held closed by nothing. You deploy the trigger until it clicks. And now that it clicks, you employ the breech lock, your thumb, and you press this to activate the double action trigger until it goes bang. Or in this case, doesn't. Of course, this worked off screen, but there you go. That was just a primed casing. Because as I said, I don't want to damage this. And the drywall anchor does a good job of being a snap cap. So it's a very interesting old device. It is now classified on the Curios and Relics list. So it's not really under the National Firearms Act. The construction is all riveted together, as you can see. There's no screws, there's no way to take it apart. There's no way to clean it if it gets dirty inside. It's just what you see is very much what you get. This one has the original leather case, which is very simply constructed and obviously never graced a child's or adult's belt. But it's in very good condition, and it fits the knife nicely if you're more coordinated than I am. So there's the Huntsman in all of its glory. While the Huntsman was advertised as a defensive tool and a fine quality firearm as accurate and as any conventional pistol, it's really not. It's nicely made. I mean, it is solid, but the barrel total length is 1 1/8 inches, and it is a smooth bore. It's completely unrifled. One of the reasons I was reluctant to fire because I have no idea where the bullet is going to go, between the difficulty of aiming it and the fact that it's unrifled and won't stabilize the bullet even a little. Best not. It's really neato. That's really, I think, the only reason for its existence ever. It's singularly unsuited to personal defense. Accuracy would be useless beyond contact, much beyond contact distance. The one suggested use for this that I've heard that makes any sense at all is for a trapper to use it to administer the coup de grace to a trapped animal, where you could just put it right up to it and fire. And it would do that. But really, I can't help but think that this is really just a novelty and less a valid defensive weapon than an extremely dangerous noisemaker. But it's really, really cool, and I'm very grateful that I got a chance to show it to you. Anyway, if you like the video, please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Comments also help the channel. And I hope this finds you well. Stay safe. Take care, and we'll talk to you again real soon.